toss it around. Let's see if this works. Okay, so I've shown you how to put your hands in the home row position. Remember, when your fingers are on the home row, you're not lost. Your fingers will not be lost because they're home. So you're going to go to typingweb.com. This is the website you're going to be using for a while until you can type very well. So up in the address bar, that's way up here at the top, that's what that's called, the address bar. That's where the website goes. You're going to put typingweb.com. And if you look up how to spell it, I have it written on the whiteboard if you ever need to look up and see how it's spelled. So you push enter and you're going to typingweb.com. So here you are. When you first start, each time you start, you click Start Typing, and this box is going to pop up in front of you. You want to type your username here and your password there, below it. Exactly the same ones as you use to log into the computer. And then right here, click Login. Okay? I'm not going to do that right now because I want to just show you the program. But when you log in, that's what you're going to do. You're going to log in with your username and password. Okay? So you log in, and then here's what you see. You see that there's a beginner course. Okay? I expand it so you can see all the different lessons in the beginner course. There's also an intermediate course and an advanced course, and it goes down even into college level adult typing lessons. Okay? So we're not going to worry about that right now. We're just worrying about the beginner course. If you started this before with me, last year or the year before, you are starting new. It's going to be empty. We're starting new each year. That's going to make you type better, but don't start looking around and say, hey, why am I at the beginning again? Okay, everyone's starting right here with the home row keys. So you see this green bar going across. You're going to click that. This opens up, and the first thing it does is show you exactly what I've already shown you, the home row keys, okay, where your hand should be. Pinky on the A, then S, D, F, your index fingers on the F. G and H should be empty. I want you to pretend that the G and the H are hot, like a stove. And so when you do have to push them, because you need the G or the H, you get off them really fast, okay? You don't just sit there with your fingers on the G or the H. They should be empty. With your right hand, you've got your index finger on the J, and then K, L, and semicolon. The semicolon are the little dots there, okay? When you put your hands on the keyboard, feel underneath your finger the F and the J. Those are the only two keys that have a little bump on the keys. And that's so even without looking at your keyboard, your fingers know they're in the right spot. If your index fingers feel those bumps, then you know that you're on the F and the J, and that's where you should be. When we walk around and look at your hands, this is what we're looking for. And I'll give you a little piece of candy whenever your hands are in this position. When I walk around, this is what I'm looking for. If your hands are all over the place, you're not going to get a candy. If you're covering up the G or the H, you're not going to get a candy. Okay? So make sure your hands are like this in the home row position. Remember that you need to curve your fingers like a bear, like a claw. Otherwise, your fingers will stretch up and be touching other keys. Okay? So you want them in a nice straight line like this on the A, S, D, F, and the J, K, L semicolon. And your thumbs rest on the space bar. Only your thumbs are going to do the spacing. Okay? As you go up in level in this typing program, you're going to have to start making capital letters. Your pinkies push the shift key to make a capital letter. And so like if I was going to make a capital R, because it's over here on the left hand side, then I would use my right hand pinky to hold this shift key down while my left hand does the R. If I was going to do a capital P, then I would use my left hand to push the shift key down and the right pinky to push the P. Okay? So when you do capital letters, one hand does the shift key while the other hand does the letter. Okay? That's why there's shift keys on both sides. Another thing that you need to remember is, as you go up in level in this lesson, when you learn all the letters that are in the home row, you're going to start typing the letters that are either above or below it. Do not move your hands, okay? Don't move your hands up or down. Stay right there in this position. And so let's say you're going to do the letter E. You're going to just move your middle finger up, push the D, and boom, come back home, okay? If you're going to do the P, you're just going to reach up with your pinky, push the P, come back home. You're going to do the O, reach up with your ring finger, come back home. You're always going to come back home, and that way you're teaching your fingers where they are. It's like you're growing eyeballs in the ends of your fingers. So when you're ready to go on each of these lessons, you click Begin Lesson. Now you see I have my hands on the home row. Okay, I can feel the bump underneath the F and the J keys. Now, before I start, I want you to look up here. This is the time that it's taking me to do it. Over here, WPM stands for words per minute. That's your speed. I don't want you to worry about your speed, because as you practice, you're just going to, without even trying, you're going to get faster and faster and faster. But I don't want you to try to go really fast, because you're going to make mistakes, and if you get less than 70% on the accuracy, it won't even let you go to the next lesson. So you'd just be wasting your own time anyway. That's no fun. You're going to want to pass it and go to the next lesson. So right now the accuracy is 100%. It's perfect because I haven't started yet. Okay? So your hands are on the home key. Here I go. J, 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 space, F, 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 space. If you look down, it's showing you those little hands. It shows you what fingers you should be using. You're only using 2 fingers for this exercise, just your 2 index fingers. Okay, just the F and the J. And of course your thumbs are doing the spaces. Now look, I made a mistake. It turns red. If you make a mistake, it turns red. Don't backspace. That won't even work. Just fix yourself and keep going. But you notice that my accuracy up here is now only 96%. It's not perfect because I made some mistakes. Okay, so you want to do this carefully. Don't try to go real fast, and just do your best to hit the right keys. I know it's going to feel weird at first because you're not used to having your hands in this position, but as you practice, it's going to get easier and you will enjoy it. It's fun. Okay, once you learn all the keys and you can type stuff, I think typing is really fun because I can type as fast as I can think. I can't do that with my hand. When I'm writing with a pen or a pencil, I can't make my hand go fast enough. And I'm thinking things, but my hand is slow. But when you learn to type, you're going to be able to type faster, so you can type things as you think them. It's pretty fun. Plus, I'm going to show you some games that you can play once you've learned all your keys. I don't want you clicking or playing on any of the games that you might see in typingweb.com yet. Not until you're done learning all the keys. And then, not only will I let you play the games here in Typingweb, but I also have some other really cool, fun games that I'll show you and let you play. But first, you're going to learn all your letters and get comfortable with it. Now, you notice up here, my speed was 20 words per minute. Accuracy, 97. That's great. Okay, anything in the 90s is an A. Now, if you want to practice again, you can click Retake right here. But if you get over 70%, then you can go right here and click Save and Continue, and it goes to the next lesson. Now, you notice your hands are in the same exact spot. They're still on the home row, okay? But you're just going to be using your 2 middle fingers on each hand. You're going to be doing the D and the K. You're not going to pick your hands up off the keyboard. They're just laying there relaxing, and you're just going to push down on the D and the K. So I click Continue Lesson, and here I go. D, D, space, K, K, space, D, D, space, K, K, space. Okay, you get the idea. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop this lesson because I think you understand that so far. I just want to show you that if I go back to all the courses, as you get down here, like here, the top row keys, okay? See, the R and the U. You need to reach up with your index fingers to hit those, but then you come right back home. Always remember to come back to where they belong, which is right there in the middle with the G and the H empty. And so I think you're ready to go ahead and give this a try. Relax and enjoy this. I think you're going to have fun, and happy typing, and I'll see you tomorrow.